an incredible joker board. I think he's on 4 out of 4 and counting, right? So it'll be very tough, and a top board, of course, drives a lot of attention because it will be Richard Rapport against Ding Liren.
Yeah, I think one of the most interesting matchups on the Chessy Decade China team is the last board, because it's 2 people on perfect scores. Actually, for Chessy, Ina Cool has 4 out of 4. Ping Bo has 3 out of 3 for China. So these guys have been on fire for their teams. They're obviously very underrated amateur board.
5d3 became really popular. Also, one thing is very interesting that, okay, Magnus Carlsen used in this World Championship match in 2021 in Dubai. Maybe 5d3 was something that they did not look together because it was not very critical at that point, so this also could explain why Magnus opts for it. And there we have it. Alright, so let me just very quickly go back to the start so that we understand what we are talking about by speaking about 5th move d3, knight f6, and here comes the move d3 instead of castles. Yeah, that's the whole point. Castle is the traditional move. Black has then a big choice, but with d3 white kind of limits his play, but wants to avoid forced lines. So d3, b5, bishop b3, bishop c5. That's one of the main differences, that now the bishop is developed to a more active square. It's the Arkhangelsk variation. d6, castles, and the move rook b8.
Wow, rook b8 voluntarily. Before white went for a2, a4.
Yes, I would say typical Dubov, right? That he always tries to come up with some kind of a surprise. One could argue that normally the most natural traditional moves are to play the move h6, shutting out any kind of bishop g5 ideas, and or if black does not worry about bishop g5, then can actually just castle as well. But then after castles bishop g5, things can get very messy.
So what's normal here for white, Peter? Is it rook e1 or Magnus? Did he choose? Oh, he hasn't chosen a move yet, right? Is it rook e1 or h3?
I think he played knight bd2 and castles.
Castles has happened.
And now he played.
He played rook e1.
Wait a second. So that means he castled, but also avoided bishop g5, Dubov. With this, he's waiting for the move after rook b8. If you go bishop g5 too quickly with black uncastled, probably you have to look at h6 g5, but we have to be ready to face h6 g5.
Exactly.
Because black king did not castle yet.
Show this, yeah, bishop g3, and this is very shaky for white. Black has so many different options. Bishop g4, one of them. Also ideas by pushing the h-pawn later, by going with the knight to h7 and so on.
Yeah.
So yeah, Magnus does not want to as this.
Magnus goes knight b to d2, but this is the moment where bishop on c1 cannot really go to g5, and that's why you can castle.
I have the feeling that we might actually transpose later on to something familiar, but yeah, Daniil goes immediately with knight e7.
So he's allowing d4, because I was wondering about that knight e7 move. It's a very common transfer of the
saving, it looks like. At some point, his position looked very shaky.
Wow.
And
then
by some miracle, he stopped those 2 pawns on b2 and a3, and I've never seen such construction, like with bishop being specifically on a1.
and hang on, Nepo blundered his queen h8 check.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean it's not a one move blunder, but it's a sequence of moves. The computer had just jumped like
Whoa.
it's +8 all of a sudden, then it's match over.
Wow, it's such a study-like line. f6, queen h2.
Yes.
And king d4, queen g1.
Yes, and also king f4, queen h2, and yeah, let's just show this here.
Well, that's incredible. Is he still at the board?
Yeah, look at this, they are shocked.
That's a brilliant tactic.
Incredible.
And what?
Wow.
WR loses again then. If Nepo loses, then nothing can save them, even if Magnus wins.
Wow, Elaine team fighting incredibly well. So Magnus, all eyes on Magnus. Will he able to score?
Okay, yes, he did score.
He did score, but
And I think Nepo just got up from the board. Wow, that's an incredible blunder by Nepo. That's just, that's an endgame where he had a huge time advantage and was clearly the one in the driver's seat for a long part of it. But okay, let's go to Andreikin versus Abdusatorov.
yeah, so very important, but in fact no, it does not matter at all. Already the match is won for Elaine. Because they have won 3 games, they lost only 1. There was 1 draw, RTMF held.
Oh wow, Peng Bo needs to checkmate with the bishop and the knight versus the king.
Okay.
That's where it is on the amateur.